It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by Ouachita Valley Respiratory Care, where you can breathe a little easier, and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. No TV sci-fi series has had a bigger cult following than Star Trek. Since the original 1960s TV series, the franchise has included various films, various other television series, video games, novels, and comic books. With an estimated $10.6 billion in revenue, Star Trek is one of the most recognizable and highest-grossing media franchises of all time. Here are some almost impossible-to-know Star Trek facts, boldly going where no segment has gone before. Gene Roddenberry, who created the original Star Trek, conceived it as a wagon train to the stars, referring to the popular TV Western series where he wrote several episodes. The original series included one of the first multiracial casts on television. In 2000, Star Trek was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as having the largest number of spin-off productions, which included the feature film franchise and numerous TV series. The kiss between William Shatner and Nichelle Nichols in the episode Plato's Stepchildren is often incorrectly cited as the first example of an interracial kiss on TV, which continues to be debated, with several examples identified in the 1950s. For example, Shatner had another interracial kiss more than 10 years earlier on a 1958 episode of The Ed Sullivan Show, when he kissed France Nguyen, who is of Asian ancestry. Patrick Stewart and Jonathan Frakes are the only actors to appear in all 178 episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. Believe it or not, the highest the original Star Trek ever ranked in a year's primetime rating was number 52. When Gates McFadden originally signed on for Star Trek The Next Generation, it was on the understanding that her character would ultimately become a romantic foil for Captain Jean-Luc Picard. This did not materialize, and she was becoming increasingly frustrated with the lack of character development for Dr. Beverly Crusher. Clashes with producer Maurice Hurley led to her being released from her contract after the first season. It was producer Rick Berman who suggested the McFadden return for the third season. Star Trek Voyager star Jeri Ryan turned down the role of Seven of Nine 4 times. She only accepted the part after repeated lobbying by executive producer Jerry Taylor. While fans of the original Star Trek are known as Trekkies, fans of Star Trek Deep Space Nine have been called Niners. Kate Mulgrew's Captain Catherine Janeway, as seen in the Voyager series, was the first female commanding officer in a leading role of a Star Trek series. The famous Vulcan salute is known for being difficult for certain people to do properly without practice or the covert prepositioning of the fingers. Actors in the original show reportedly had to position their fingers off screen with the other hand before raising their hand into frame. This difficulty may stem from variations in individuals' manual dexterity. It is parodied in the 1996 motion picture Star Trek First Contact when Zefram Cochrane, upon meeting a Vulcan for the first time in human history, is unable to return the gesture and instead shakes the Vulcan's hand. The Star Trek crews from all the Star Trek series were ranked number 2 in TV Guide's list of the 25 greatest sci-fi legends. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me every Monday through Friday morning for Trivia Tracks on Fox Sports Camden 97.1.